What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a mini story time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this story time right here is going to be about the guy that I dated in the 10th grade. So let's start it off like this. In the 10th grade, well, before the 10th grade, let's say summertime, the 10th grade, I was going to band camp. It was my first time in the band, my very first time in the band ever. So I was in the band, we was going to band camp, you know what I'm saying? So I was meeting everybody in the percussion section. I played cymbals. And let's fast forward to when school started. I was starting to build some friendships with everybody. So it was this guy who played tenor drum, and basically, I don't even know how exactly. Well, let me tell you like this. It was time. So one day it was time for us to like put our instruments up, and I ended up like bending over. Like I bent over to put my cymbals down, and when I, bent back up, he was behind me, basically. Like he was directly behind me, and like my booty like rubbed against his junk, right? So that happened. Like that was imagine that being your first interaction with a guy that you about to date. Like that was literally our first interaction with each other. Like we didn't say anything to each other the whole summer band camp. We didn't say anything. Like we never said nothing to each other. Like that was our first encounter. So, I just looked at him, he looked at me, and then it was this other dude that I played cymbals with, and he was just, like, ooh, like, okay. So the next day, I can't even remember. I don't even remember like what happened the next day, but I just know somehow, some way, he ended up getting my number. We exchanged numbers, and yeah, we started texting. And of course, when you first start dating somebody, it's like everything is like, okay, y'all, hello, because I've been on these eyes for a very long time, and y'all know how I do, trying to create a sim with and trying to talk at the same time. Like, it just don't work out for me. For some reason, I cannot create a sim and talk at the same time. Okay, so we gonna go with these eyes right here. Okay, so yeah, we started talking, everything was going good, and then for some reason, people started to like make fun of him, like making fun of him talking to me. Like I don't know how to pronounce, I don't know how to say this. Like they was like making fun of him to me. Yeah, if you don't know, you don't know. Okay, so we gonna go ahead and keep moving. So yeah, everybody was like, you go with that retarded dude or something. Long story short, I did not know that he was like in those type of classes. Like if you know, you know. I didn't know he was in those type of classes, but of course the people that was in his grade knew, and they was like telling me basically like you talk to that dude and he, in those classes. So it was like I was like going out with I don't want to say retarded, but like a slow person. Like I don't know how to say it. I don't know like an appropriate way, because I don't want to say special needs either, because it wasn't even that. Like the dude, he seemed perfectly fine. Like it's like it was like nothing wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we started talking, and then all of a sudden one day he started to act like real crazy, like real funny. Say when I walk up and he talking to somebody, and it's like he's laughing and then he'll stop laughing, And when I get closer to him, he'll like have this dumbass look on his face, like a little grin or something, making me think that they were just like him and the person were just talking about me. And then sometimes when I be like standing like beside him at school, I can literally see him flirting with other girls that pass by. Like, you know, those flirtatious smiles that people do to each other. Like, that's what he was doing. Like, I know a flirtatious smile when I see one, honey. Okay, so yeah. So he used to be smiling with girls as they pass by and stuff. I'm just like, I am standing right here. One time, we got into a very bad argument. Like, I don't remember what the argument was about. That was like a while ago. But we got into a bad argument, and he ended up breaking up with me. He broke up with me, okay? So, you know, I'm walking around school sad. Like, I don't even see him at school much. And we was in the band together, but it's like I still, like, he went missing. Like, he was like you couldn't find him. So I'll say a couple of days later, after I'm crying my eyes out, you know what? I really can't believe I was crying over him. Especially, it's like, like, I just wish I wish I had the mindset back then that I do now, basically. So yeah, I'm crying. So he finally, I think he texted me or something. We started back talking and whatever. And then we ended up getting back together, of course. Okay, so everything is going good again. So a couple of days passed by after we got back together and we doing pretty good. He actually says he has to tell me something. Like, it's like, I got something to tell you that I want you to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to tell you. And I was like, you know, what is it? Like, my heart started beating fast. I'm like, what the hell you got to tell? Like, what you got to tell me? So he tell me or whatever. And he basically said that he only broke up with me because he wanted to go and fuck somebody else. And I'm just sitting here like I was literally staring into the air. Like, how would you respond to your boyfriend or whatever if he told you that? Like, the only reason he broke up with you was because he wanted to go and F somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit hurts. So I was hurt or whatever. I mean, I think I stayed with him. You know, I'm young and dumb. In 5th grade, I was nothing but like 15 years old. So, you know, I had no knowledge, no backbone, no common sense, no nothing. Like, just dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here being stupid, still with him. Like, I just needed some type of guidance. I wish I had. Okay, so let me fast forward to like when we had like this event at the church. So the percussion section, you know, the band, we had to like go and perform at this church for some reason. Like, they just wanted us to perform, I guess. So we did our performance or whatever, and we go sit down. You know, we just couldn't leave. We had to stay for service and everything. So we stayed for service, and you know, he just acting weird again, and he really getting on my nerves at this point. And he sees this girl. It was this girl at church, and he seen her like walk by or whatever. And he was just like, you know, damn, like, you know, basically like she fine or whatever. And he asked me. He literally asked me, can I go and get her number? The nigga asked me, can he please go, in those words, can he please go and get her number? Can he please talk to her? I'm just like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? We in church. I'm not trying to act up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what? I don't exactly know what I said, but wherever I said, I basically was saying and giving off the impression that I really don't give a fuck what the fuck you go and do. Basically. Like, I am tired of him. Like, half of the stuff that happened, I can't even tell you, like, what happened. Because some stuff I, like, honestly, genuinely forgot. And I'm glad of it. But I will never forget that. Nigga asked me, can he please go and get her number? So, at that point, I just knew that I had to do something. Like, I had to leave this nigga. Like, the disrespect. He called me out of my name a lot of times. Actually, he did put his hands on me a couple of times, but it wasn't like too extreme. But at the same time, he did put his hands on me. Like, I remember one time my friend chips fell on the floor. And like, that was genuinely like a little play thing between me and my friend. Like, I was pretending as if I was going to step on her chips. I wasn't actually going to step on the fucking chips, you know. So she dropped her chips and I was acting like I was gonna step on the chips. When I tell you, this nigga punched me in my fucking chest so hard, like, I could not breathe. I had to walk out of the building. I had to play that shit off so swell. Like, you know, I had to play it off like a little giggle, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a little embarrassed at the same time. So, like, he literally, like, punched me in my fucking chest so fucking hard. I wanted to fucking cry. And I also want to add that we got into a very bad argument one time, and he actually pulled a gun out on me. So it was just a lot of things that happened in this relationship, and I'm starting to remember like one by one, but just know that there was a lot of trauma and just toxic energy in this relationship. And don't get me wrong, it was some positives to the relationship or whatever, but the positive shit is like real simple, like giving me gifts on Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthday, and stuff like that. His mother was nice, family was nice. He was just like a bullshit ass boyfriend, you know. I forgot to put that part out there. He was a senior. I was 15, he was 18. I mean, and then he tried to say, sometimes when we get into an argument, he'll try to say, you young, B, da 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 da. But listen, I don't understand how you can try to point out my age, but you talking to me. That's the thing that I just don't understand. And I actually was talking to him all the way until he graduated. After he graduated, it was kind of like a done deal. He tried to still talk to me, but I was like, you know what, I can't see you at school. I'm at school all day. I don't know what the hell you doing all day. So it's no way that I'm just finna sit here and just trust you, and like, hell no. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all about prom. So another thing that I knew was some fuck shit. For prom, we went to prom together. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped me off. Like, he was like, you finna drop you off at home early. Like, it wasn't even, you know how like after prom, you know, you go and kick it after prom and stuff. Like, this nigga dropped me off after prom. Like, he took me to McDonald's to get food. Nigga dropped me off so early. I'm like, wait, what you finna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna drop me off? But it don't look like it literally looked like he was not about to go home. So I was pretty confused, like, what? And then the thing about it was, I didn't have to be home. I didn't have to be home at a certain time or nothing, because, you know, my mama, they knew I was at prom or whatever. You finna go kick it, right? Nigga dropped me off at home. And then I did not hear from him until like day after. Like, right, bro. Like, I was not that stupid. I was stupid, but I was not that stupid. Like, oh my god. Literally dropped me off so you can go and be with somebody else, basically. Like, I'm not that dumb. This story time is like literally bringing my spirits down because I was like in a very dark place at that time. And I had so many other relationships after that relationship, bringing me into the darkest of the darkness. Okay, that was my mini story time, y'all. The dude that I dated in 10th grade. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys later. Bye.